Republic TV has been on ground relentlessly reporting from the conflict zone. It's day 8 of indefinite protest, but Republic TV is on ground. My senior colleague Sakal has been bringing you the latest from the violence hit Darjeeling relentlessly for 10 long days. Let's go across to my colleague Sakal. Sakal, it's been 8 days since the indefinite strike has begun. It's nowhere close to normalcy, we believe. Tell us about the situation today. There is some uneasy calm, we are told, but the conflict, the unrest is simply not over.
Morning, Hari. Yes, there is an uneasy calm on ground, but taking a cue from what Mamata Banerjee has said, which is in complete contrast with the statement released by SS Ahluwalia late last night. Let me quickly go through the high points of the statement by Ahluwalia ji, wherein he says that what started with the people of Darjeeling exercising their right to freedom of speech and expression against the state's authoritarian, now quote-unquote, authoritarian imposition of the Bengali as mandatory upon non-Bengali speaking population has turned into full-fledged act of state-sponsored oppression of the people. He further adds that while the demands of the people of Darjeeling are justified and the reactions of the state government are overly aggressive and out of line, I would like to call out to both sides to maintain peace. And just one more point that I would like to flag here. He says that I am and shall continue to use everything in my power to ensure that what is the best in interest of the constituents, the people of Darjeeling districts, as well as my nation, and my condolences and prayers to the families and loved ones of those who have died. Now, this is in complete contrast to the line being taken by the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, who has been repeatedly in the last 24 hours, perhaps 48 hours, this is the second interaction with the media, just we heard a while back, talking about the violent measures being employed, and that is something which will not be tolerated. But what we are hearing from the ground and from GJM and from all the people in Gorkha, all the supporters of Gorkha land is that, how is it possible that just a day after those violent protests that erupted day before yesterday and resulted in the loss of lives of those three young GJM protesters, yesterday, Hari, within 2 hours, there were almost 2,000 protesters who took to the streets of Darjeeling, and there were processions, the funeral processions, which were carried out peacefully. They are telling Republic, the protesters and all the supporters of Gorkhaland, they told Republic that had this kind of restraint that was exercised yesterday by the police, by the army, by the CRPF, etc., if this would have been exercised on Saturday, violence would not have been erupted. Remember, yesterday, the entire Darjeeling took to streets. But on Saturday, the protesters were in bunches. In fact, 100, 200, 500. So that perhaps explains the kind of alleged unprovoked retaliation that has been coming from West Bengal police in particular. As far as army is considered, they have always been reimposing a lot of faith. Well, today, as you rightly pointed out, Hari, it's the 8th or 9th day of the complete shutdown. The shops and business establishments remain to be closed. Yes, the government offices are open. We've been told that the attendance is slender. But the district, of course, the entire Darjeeling has virtually turned into fortress, and we are also hearing from our sources that there seems to be an economic blockade from Sikkim National Highway 10. Well, if that is confirmed or not, we will try to tell our viewers more about it. But yes, internet services have been clamped down. That was supposed to be for 48 hours. Yesterday, peaceful processions were carried out. The funerals did take place, 3 funerals.